so ready for summer. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen a little bit, get going on my workout. I don't love to fast. Actually, I hate fasting. I'm gonna try to fast today as long as I can since I'm home. And if I need an emergency food situation, I can. Logan's been doing it here recently. I'm just trying to do it when I can or as long as I can without feeling just really terrible. So I'm gonna try to fast through the workout today and see how that goes. Fast is my workout.
Your workout?
Yeah.
I am going to want to eat everything when I get home. So
No, I'm already trying to think like what I want to eat.
definitely like breakfast, like eggs and.
You want to do pancakes or you want to do?
I still think I want to try and keep as carnivore as I can right
Yeah.
now, or animal based.
Yeah.
If I can, like a bunch of eggs and some bacon and meat and like a bunch of fruit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. He's probably just meet me there.
Okay. It's gonna be so fun.
It's not. It's not at all.
Embrace the suck.
We don't have to.
Sprayed water everywhere. Whoops.
Okay. Give me that lovin'.
Have fun. Be careful.
Sure you don't want to go?
I mean, I do, but I don't think I need to. Bye, love you.
Love you too.
So Logan's doing Miller, which we did last year when we did the Go Ruck Tribe. Our friend Steve is doing the Go Ruck sandbag training, which I think kind of captures Tribe and that program all together. So every Saturday they kind of do a big workout, and then today they're gonna go do Miller, which is a 3-mile ruck, 12 rounds of a couple of different movements, kind of like mountain climbers, ruck get-ups, things like that, and then another 3-mile ruck. So it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours, which sounds like a lot, but it's a very doable workout. It just is time-consuming. So it's really a good one to do with a partner. Steve and Logan are gonna go do that. I just am coming off of being sick with COVID, so I didn't think being outside in 20-degree weather for 3 hours was a great idea. So I'm not gonna go, even though I really wanna do it. I am gonna try to do some of the workouts that I missed when I was sick. And yesterday we were just kind of cut short for time with our workout. We didn't do the last part of our workout, so I'm gonna do that today as well. We do the Persist Pillars program by Marcus Philly, which is so good if you have a home gym to follow a program. I do not enjoy just walking into the gym and just trying to figure out what I want to do. Logan and I both really like having something set out and laid out for us. So if you do work out from home, I would highly recommend following a program. We follow, like I said, Marcus Philly's programming, and he just kind of captures everything that we like. More like bodybuilding, functional conditioning, but also CrossFit, also powerlifting, things like that. So we do enjoy it. Oh no, Steve's. Okay, sorry. Our friend Steve showed up here. I guess boys being boys, they did not communicate that they were gonna meet there or meet here and ride together. So anyway, I had to go tell Steve how to get to the park that they're going to. And like I was saying before, following a program when you work out at home is great. I write everything down in a notebook, and I like this because I can save workouts this way. We do follow like an app, Marcus Philly's app. This way you can save all your workouts, what weights I did for everything, and I can kind of have a reference point. So when there's the same movement that shows up the next week, I can kind of track my progress or see what weight I did the last time. So if you do follow a program, whatever it is, even if you go to a gym, like a CrossFit gym, I would write down your PRs and like what weights you're using so you can just kind of see where you're at. And then you can just track your progress. I think tracking your progress is really important. It's motivating as well. A couple of workouts that I didn't get to do that I did write down, so I'm gonna try to do the bits and pieces that I've missed. And yeah, I'll take y'all along with me for my workout for that. Logan just called me and he forgot his 60-pound sandbag. The trail is really close to our house, so I'm gonna run that to him real quick. And yeah, it's so freaking cold out here. Oh my gosh. got Logan's sandbag and then the workout routine down. Oh. I'm back home and I'm about to get dressed, fix my hair, and get started on the workout. It is 10:15 right now. And I'm actually doing pretty good not eating anything, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Hopefully that lasts. Probably start with a little bit of backwards walking. We love the knees over toes program. I have a lot of knee problems on my right knee. I have an osteochondral defect in this knee. Basically, my kneecap is pretty chewed up on the back side of it. So if you took your kneecap out and looked on the back side of it, mine's just not great. And it gives me a lot of problems. So I try to do as much rehab PT type stuff as I can for it. And backwards walking is really, really great just to help get that knee over toe translation. And then we have a little dog sled that we use. I'll walk around our backyard with that for about 5 minutes to get going, then do a nice warm up, and then try to do a couple of the workouts that I missed. A lot of these are just finishers, so I'll try to put in like what they would be great finishers for. So like if we did deadlifts, this would be a finisher for a deadlift day or a bench day or a squat day. These are all like the finishers that we just never have time to get to, or just like accessory movements. So I'm going to try to just do a whole bunch of those that I missed. And I'm just enjoying the morning. A little solo workout. Sometimes that's kind of fun. I dropped Logan's sandbag off. And they had just started their ruck, but Steve left his phone on his car, so they came back and we just chatted for a second. It is so cold. I'm not super sad that I'm not out there. I do love doing these harder, longer workouts, but I'm not sad I'm missing that one. So anyway, I'm going to get dressed to get ready, and then we're going to hit the workout. So I got my 5 minutes of backwards walking in. This is so great. We've been doing this every day pretty much when we come home from work. Logan and I will just walk backwards out here for about 5 minutes, and then we'll go on a 1 mile ruck. So just throwing some weight in a backpack. And it's such a great way, in my opinion, to kind of combat the seasonal depression that I think a lot of us go through this time of year. I actually work in the basement of a hospital. My physical therapy clinic is actually completely underground, and because my hospital is kind of built into the side of a hill, so I have no windows in my clinic. So I literally don't see the sun unless I just try to go outside for lunch, which sometimes I'm just busy writing notes. So I don't really get outside that much during the day, especially during the weekdays. And I get hit really hard with seasonal depression. I think I would thrive at a beach if I lived there 24/7 every day of the year. I just love being in the sunshine and somewhere warm. So for me, I get pretty low during this time of year. We found last year getting outside every single day, whether it's like at night, with no sunshine, or in the day on the weekend, just getting some fresh air and being outside really helped with seasonal depression last year. So we're doing that again this year, and I highly recommend, especially if you work inside all day and you don't really get outside that much, just go on like a 10-minute walk every day. Like, just be outside, try to get some fresh air. Like, I hate being cold. I do not like going out in cold weather, but I always feel so much better even if it's freezing cold. I've even just walked in the rain before. We just gotta get some fresh air. We're not meant to be inside all day. So try that out. Backwards walking is so great for the legs, also for the hips. So when you're walking, just trying to be conscious of what your hips are doing. I find that with the sled, the backwards way to walking, with the sled especially, really lights up my glute medius, so your gluteus medius. It's this kind of like seashell shaped muscle on the side of your hip, and it keeps our hips level when we walk. And a lot of us are very, very weak there, so if you have a lot of knee pain, most of the time you can always find some weakness in that glute med. So backwards walking with a focus of keeping the hips level and your feet in line with your knees will kind of get all that working together. So making compound movements like squatting and stairs much more controlled and not as painful on your joints. Our joints are just bones that come together, and the only thing that makes them strong are the muscles that connect to them. So if you're having a lot of knee problems, I would highly recommend backwards walking. Even without a sled, I feel it too. And just being mindful of what your hips are doing, trying to keep them level and trying to keep your feet in about hip width distance apart. Try not to let those knees kiss in or touch each other when you're doing it. So try it out, see if it helps at all. I've been loving it, and we try to do it every single day. Oh my goodness, that was really hard. So I have a 1 minute rest right now, and then I go into the second portion of this. So we got dumbbell gorilla rows and another 10 calorie row between these. And we'll do that for time at 85 to 90% effort as well. That was good. I like that. I really like that for a bench day because you're doing so much press. And I think we get really focused on pressing a lot and not enough pulling. Or at least I know I do. So this was a really great finisher for a bench day because it had so much pulling to counteract all the pressing that you were doing previously in your workout. It's also a really good rower workout if you have a rower at home and are looking for a workout inspiration for that. This is good if you got a couple of dumbbells or kettlebells or both. I use the 20-pound dumbbells for the devil press just because I'm not super great at that movement, but if you've done those a lot and you're pretty strong, you could probably go up quite a bit for the female weight, obviously. I just stuck with the 20-pound dumbbells. That was pretty challenging for me for the first part, and then the second part I used two 35-pound kettlebells for the gorilla row. But if you only had one kettlebell, you could just, pull, put it down, and then pull with the other arm. You're basically just doing an alternating row in that bent over position. And you can go a little bit heavier with those because you are getting to rest it on the ground. You're not just having to keep that going. It's not as much time under tension, really just focusing mostly on the concentric part of the movements. It's pretty fun. Each part took me right at 7 minutes or a little less, with a little 60-second break in between. So that's the first workout. I did deadlifts yesterday, sumo deadlifts. Didn't get to finish the rest of the workout. So this is a bit, like I was just saying, to counteract all the pulling, now we're gonna be going into some squatting. So instead of deadlifting, we'll do a couple of cyclist squats, supplement that deadlift. So this is a great little superset, I would say. After you get done deadlifting, we're gonna go into a goblet squat. So just holding a kettlebell or dumbbell here, cyclist squat. So I'm gonna be on a slant board. We actually got our slant board off of Amazon. You could make one of these super easy. We're like, hey, we just want one now, so we ordered one. But if you want to make one, there are plenty of design plans out there for slant boards, and there's a lot you can do with them. There is a tempo with these. We've been loving tempo work lately. Basically, that just means focusing on the eccentric portion. So as the muscle is lengthening out, you're controlling and you're slowing down. It's a great way to build strength. We're gonna lower for 3 seconds. We're gonna pause 1 second at the bottom, explode back up, and then hold for a second at the top. 10 to 12 repetitions. Shoot for 12 reps of these, and then we'll do some kettlebell swings. It has us doing 14 to 16 reps. We're gonna do 3 rounds of that. I may bump up to the 53, we'll see. For the cyclist squats, I'm not very good at these. My quads are pretty weak. I'm very glute dominant. Probably go a little bit lighter, but if you have pretty strong quads and you want to load these up, you could probably go a little bit heavier. 3 rounds, goblet cyclist squats and kettlebell swings. Let's get after it. Superset cyclist squats. Ugh, I can't talk. They just get me, I burn up. Other thing I was gonna say about tempo work, tempo is a great way to build strength if you don't have a lot of heavy weight. So it's more time under tension. The muscle's having to work harder for a longer period of time. So if you don't have a lot of heavy weight at home, you can still get a lot of strength gains if you just work on tempo work. Our next and last piece of this workout is the finisher for a deadlift day. So we just did some accessory supplemental work. Now we're gonna do like a finisher. So this would be more of like if you wanted to do some high intensity or CrossFit style working out, this would be a great way to do it. Okay. Whew. So I'm done with all that. I'm very tired, so I'm gonna call it a day at that. That was a good little set of workouts right there. Woo. It's now about 12:15. About 2 hours of movement, which felt really good, just nice and steady. I'm gonna start stretching, maybe doing some arm balances, some yoga stuff just to practice, maybe a couple of handstands, headstands. And then I'll start getting some breakfast stuff ready for whenever Logan gets home. And we're gonna have a big old breakfast. Probably 15 or 16 hours that we're in this fast now. So definitely gonna scarf down some food after this. 16 and a half hours fasted. I'm doing great. I feel fine.
I'm hungry, but I'm not.
Yeah. crushing it.
We did 14,884 steps.
Ooh.
And I don't know about the workout, how many calories we burned. I didn't wear my watch at all.
It took y'all about 3 hours?
Yeah, roughly.
Nice. Oh, I can't wait to eat.
I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do.
I know. Ooh, that's hot. I think I'm gonna do one of these giant apples. Maybe a banana. You for sure want a banana, right?
Oh yeah. I might do like 2 bananas.
Let me think.
Dos banana.
We got extra apple.
I got these giant apples. Mega apple.
Excuse me.
I kind of want a pickle. Those are all the things. Oh, that's a good apple.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an apple, some banana, and honey.
The fast is broken. All the things. I need to weigh this out. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a regular ass plate.
I'm like reckless with this cutting right now.
So I'm gonna do 3 egg omelet. What is that? 6 protein each.
So 15 grams of fat. I might do a 3-egg omelet. That's 25 grams of carbs. Plus nanner. I'm a kitty. I'm a kitty. I'm gonna measure your nanner out.
Yeah, let me know how much that matters.
Nana. That is 20 grams exactly. Are you gonna do dates?
Yeah, I could do dates. I save those for later. Date snack.
Date snack.
Excuse you, Joe.
All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head.
It's just dawning on me how long I just worked out. It's like I feel like I need some carbs.
I'll do 2.
You want with your nanner?
Yeah. You have so much dirt on your back.
Yeah, it's all over me.
Ow.
You just want 5, you said?
Yeah. Look at that big old omelet. So on Saturdays we play D&D with our really good friends, and they are coming over today, and they are going to be here in about 15 minutes, so we're going to try to scarf all this down really quickly, kind of get washed up, and then we'll play probably for a couple of hours with them and just hang out and relax. I'm pretty excited to see people after being in quarantine for so long, so this should be a good rest of our Saturday.